another episode, another Wednesday, another Kiki of the Inner Circle podcast. Hello, Circle friends. I am your host, Charlie, with my best girlfriend, Melanie. What's going on?
Hi.
Bienvenidos to another show.
Hola.
How are you today?
Jinx? I'm good. I'm better. This morning I was not feeling too good. I rested a lot. I took like a half a day of work. Hopefully my boss is not watching. But no, I feel good. It's been so far this week has been very draining. How are you?
Very good actually. Today, although I'm retired, today I did something pretty cool. As I mentioned before, I work with kids, so today we did a breast cancer awareness walk. We created a banner poster. All the groups, but my group specifically, we created a banner poster. We walked. I sent you a little video picture if I could, because we got to protect. First of all, my integrity with my job and also protect the little kitties. So if I could, I would put up a picture because it is adorable, but I'm not. But it was great. It was great, and it was good to see that. And it was good, a great cause, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as you guys know, that's going on right now. It's hit close to home where I've had family members in my past, women who dealt with it and stuff. So it was definitely cool to see do that and the kids participating and doing our walk. So that was pretty cool. That was today. A lot of things going on today. I was running around, ripping and running. I'll tell you more about it too. So I didn't tell you before the show, but some exciting things, which has to do with the announcement that I made last week about the 11/11 spiritual boxes that are going on sale on 11/11 next month. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, busy, but good. How about your weekend though? What did you do this weekend? Anything fun?
What did I do this weekend? I don't think I did anything. Wasn't it raining again?
Did you listen? Well, Saturday it was raining. Sunday it was dry. Was you able to catch up this weekend with Mr. Benito Ocasio Martinez, who dropped his album? Nadie sabe lo que va a pasar mañana. She dropped it Friday. He gave Drake a week of breathing space, a week of freedom before he was like, move over, sit down. Here I am. So what are your thoughts with Bad Bunny's new album? Real quick, how do you feel about it?
So I listened to it at 3 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. But
you sure did. I woke up with a text from you. I was at 3. I'm like, what is she doing up at the devil's hour?
I was trapping. Now, I felt like the album is good. It's not his best work. I feel like when you go from Yo hago lo que me dé la gana to Un verano, what is it? Un verano sin ti, and now it's like it's descending. I feel it's not.
Well, remember he had El Último Tour del Mundo between Un verano.
I keep forgetting about that damn album.
So it went down. If it's descending, that means it went down, then up. Because Un verano sin ti was better than.
Yeah, and the Último Tour, whatever. I feel like he hit a plateau. But honestly speaking, there are a couple songs that are good. My favorite song is with Young Miko, Fina. That's
Fina.
Like
you would.
It's about me.
Más putas, más finas.
What else? And then the song with Fade. I like that song.
Perro Negro. That's on my top. One of my favorites. What about No Me Quiero Casar? I love. Nueva Baby. I love. Anytime he does a Puerto Rico song, I'm all over it. So I love Acho PR. But some notable mentions I put here, Fina and Hibiki are some good ones too. But overall, a very personal album. It's not your flavor.
I forgot to say, he shots fired. He came after Karol G. He came after Shakira.
J
Balvin. I mean, duly noted.
But wait, how did he come out? How did he come for Shakira and
Karol G. He said something loosely. He said something about I'm from Puerto Rico, where the real bichotas are from, because Karol G has this whole moniker about being a bichota.
Yeah.
But she has always given credit to Puerto Rico being like the term, it comes from Puerto Rico anyway. And then the part where he comes for Shakira, I don't think he's like saying it to like disrespectfully, but in her biz rap thing that she did against her ex Gerard Pique, she said something about la mujeres facturan, like they make money now off of like heartbreak.
Oh,
So
and
then
she said that in a
he
lyric.
basically like reiterated that for men. So yeah, I just think he was coming for everybody. He even mentioned the whole thing, the throwing of the cell phone.
Oh, yeah.
He threw a fence.
He did a lot of things too. He's having sex with Kendall Jenner, and one of her sisters plays. Like, he's talking about his 9-incher, and just literally saying he has 9. Like, it was an album, all right. It's an album. And he's going out there though. It may not be as pop friendly and radio friendly as Verano Sin Ti, but lyrically and personally is the most personal album. And like lyrically and all those double entendres and those sneak disses, I think he did good. I think he did good. But I don't want people to say I'm a blind fan or so. But it's not Un Verano Sin Ti. It's not better than that album, though. I would say that. It's a decent album. I've been listening to it, and my boy's like, oh. Have you been listening to that all day? I bet you listen to it at the gym too. I'm like, yes. What is it to you?
I remember how you got with Little Mix. Imagine this one.
But you know who I've been listening to as well, and we're excited to have her on. It's been in the making because I've been eyeing her for a while, and we'll get into who she's related to as well. But I'm so happy that we finally have her on this Halloween month. And better late than never to cut it up with us and for us and the people out there who do listen to us and follow us to get to know her. Let's welcome, are you ready? Let's welcome singer, artist, RubyShineOn. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Making, like we've talked about it, like having her on is all timing, but here we are. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you so
much. It's about that time. How are you, Ruby? So is it, should we say? Can we say Ruby? Do you like to RubyShineOn?
You can say Ruby. That's just
all right.
Ruby is fine.
All right, Ruby. So let's for the people who don't, who our listeners and stuff and don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from? All that good stuff, and what got you into music?
Well, I'm from LA, California.
West Coast?
West Coast. I've been singing for a long time. It was just something that was natural. I would sit and imitate blenders and vacuum cleaners and the sound and just have it resonate right back to me. And I don't know, I just love music. And as a child, it's always been a part of my household.
At what age did you find yourself like already musically inclined doing those things?
Oh, I think I might have been like 4 or 5 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
I believe it. You see, at that age, kids start showing, like, you see all these singers and people on TV. Oh, I was doing this singing or knowing my parents and my family since I was 3, 4. So I totally believe it. Anyone at that age of your family, like, did they notice your talent? Did they nurture it? Did they push you for it? Like, how was that at that age when you was already showing that passion?
They wasn't paying attention. I had 2 older brothers. My mom and my dad was there. So it was like I'm singing, humming, cartoon shows. I would watch on the weekends. We would have where on TV there would be like classic movies with like Gene Kelly and Lena Horne and things like that. And I'll be singing that and the other little cartoons, Scooby-Doo, whatever else that would come on. Just, I don't know. But as far as music, my mom and dad played music all day long, like different artists, different R&B, from like R&B to country to reggae. It was just really, really versatile, So yeah, I just loved it.
The church?
Not necessarily. When I got a little older, we went and got into a church. But when I was, it's funny. From me being a baby, I was baptized in a Catholic church. Then we went to a Baptist church, then a 7-day Adventist church. So yeah, I've been through all the churches.
Yeah, yeah, same.
Yeah.
A little Catholic, a little Baptist, back and
Yeah,
forth,
right.
especially as a child in Puerto Rico. Yeah, definitely feel that. Now you said you have two older brothers and stuff, so you was just singing stuff. But what your parents was listening to all types of music. What when you finally started getting a taste? We all get to that peak stage where we kind of know what type of music we like, and we start listening to that music often. At what age? Not at what age, but when? What was your favorite genre? Like when you finally got to an age where you knew, okay, this is my thing. That you felt like you started listening to more, like R&B, pop, country.
R&B, soul. Like
R&B, so
Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Marvin Gaye, Anita Baker,
I love
Yeah.
Anita.
Oh my God, I love her.
so who would you say out of those people that you mentioned, like, are your like inspirations that you just like will listen to, and I'm like, I want to be that, like
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye? Oh, nice.
Marvin
Favorite
Gaye.
Marvin Gaye song?
Ooh, there's so many. I have a favorite album by him, and it's called "Hear My Dear."
That's a good album.
"Hear My Dear," the one he dedicated to Anna Gordy because
Yeah.
she tried to sue him.
Shit.
Yeah, she tried to sue him for $1 million because she was bitter and salty because Marvin was a player. So,
He sure
but
was.
guess what? The album with fans didn't quite do so well, but it made $1 million. It made $1 million. So what she got just what she got.
Yeah.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah,
And
I love that. My other album though is "I Want You." The "I Want You" album.
That's my favorite song. And "Come Live With Me, Angel," that's my song.
That song is ooh. I'm like, how am I that young? And I could feel Marvin like that at that time. So yeah,
Yeah.
I was devastated when he just was not here no more. But I
Yeah.
love Marvin Gaye and Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle, ooh, that
may
was
God
another one
bless
for
her.
me.
It's crazy how, like, and I say may God bless her because real quick I had it in my notes and I just said at the top of the show, rest in peace, Suzanne Summers from Three's Company. Like we're losing. It's just very hard for our millennials because we're losing a lot. We're at a point where we're losing a lot of the artists, whether they're actors, from art that we grew up with, or that we was pre-exposed because of maybe our parents. So it's like crazy. And that's why I say God bless Patti LaBelle while she's still here. Like God bless certain people that I like. Certain people died, and I'm like, oh my God. And then I think of like other people who are still alive, but they're up there. And I'm like, God, just bless them so they could be longer around.
Like, give them their flowers.
Yeah,
their
exactly.
Flowers.
Flowers while they're here. Speaking of, what would you say would be a dream collaboration of yours?
Ooh, I have a few. It's like a list.
Yeah,
it's like a list. Yeah. Okay. Wow. I would love to do something with Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
I would really love
LA.
that. I love that. Let's see. Who else would I like to do something with? I do love Victoria Monet. I've been a fan since.
I love her.
Forever.
She was just in New York. I'm so upset I didn't go to her concert.
And I missed it here.
Yeah, her new album is everything. She has been, I don't want to say ghostwriting, but she has been writing a lot of songs for a lot of celebrities and a lot of singers. Like you could tell it's her. She's lyrically amazing. But that would be a great collab. I was telling Charlie, I was listening. My favorite song from you is Breakthrough.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I was going to ask you about Breakthrough. Yeah, go ahead.
I love that song. And I was listening to it and I was just like, this is giving me some, because, I love Philly. This is giving me some Jill Scott, some Angie Stone vibes. Would you ever collab with them?
Oh, yes, most definitely. All they got to do is hit me up, find me. I'm ready. Let's go ASAP.
Listen, me and Melanie had a like twin flame moment earlier because we're exchanging notes and stuff about the show coming up, and literally she said it through text, and I had it in my notes so I won't forget. I'm like, her style, her voice is like, I put in my notes Angie Stone, Jill Scott, and Vogue. Your sound and your voice. And then I told Melanie, and then Melanie sends me Jill Scott, Angie Stone. I'm like, girl, I'm like, I said the same thing. Like, and then how would you describe your style of music? Because I'm like old school R&B, but Melanie hit it right on the nail. I think what she said.
I said I love neo soul, like neo soul and like R&B is like my vibe. I like the radio and I like things that are like now popular now, but I feel like that 90s Lauryn Hill vibe, even Jasmine Sullivan.
Yes.
Prior to that, that's what I like to listen to. But yeah, you give me like neo soul vibes.
How would you yourself describe if someone or ask you, "Hey, I'm a singer," like what would you say is your category of anything? Although we don't like putting people in boxes.
That's what I was about to say. Like, I love neo soul. I love soul. I mean, I grew up on soul music, period. So when that era of music came out, it just resonated with me so much that even now, no one does bridges anymore. If you notice in songs, it's like there's no bridges, no changes, no interludes, no outros, no skits. I want to do all of that. I want to bring all that back. So yeah, I have a bit of 90s flavor, but I'm also diving into some other things too that I'm going to present in 2024. So I've been working in the studio with various producers, and some are real known and some are, coming up, but just as dope. Yeah, so a 90s flavor with, a little twist.
Is there a producer that you want to collaborate with or someone that you grew up listening to? Like when I love hip hop. So when I listen to like songs from like back in the day, like from Jay Dilla, produced by Jay Dilla or produced by Neptunes, like Pharrell, I automatically know where it's coming from, like who produced it. Is there anyone like producer wise that you want to work with?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You know D-Mile? Who D-Mile is? He's behind Victoria Monet, Lucky Day, Brandy,
I love Lucky Day,
Janet Jackson. I mean, the list, it goes on and on too. India Shawn, she's an artist too. Her music is fire, as well as Alex Isley. So, but yeah, D-Mile is the man. He did Silk Sonic.
I love Silk
He produced that. If you hear the music, the way the music goes, he has a signature, but he blends the different eras. That's what makes it so beautiful, because he goes from like the 60s, 70s, 80s. It's just real classic, a classic sound that he has. So I'm ready. Yeah, I would love. That's my dream producer.
Yeah, I love that you said Lucky Day, because I've been listening to his album and he's young, but he gives old school vibes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're manifesting it here. Y'all heard it here first. To the universe. There you go. But speaking of collaborations, let's get into our first little game I have for you ladies. Let's see how good y'all doing. This is called Have They Collaborated? I'm gonna go down the list of pairs of artists, singers, and y'all need to tell me, have they collaborated? There's so many collaborations out there that who knows, and there's a lot of dream collaborations I have that I wish artists would collaborate, but they haven't. So here we go. First one, have they collaborated? Mary J. Blige and Drake. Ruby, you first.
I haven't heard that, so I'll say no.
Melody?
I know she collaborated with George Michael, but no, I don't think so.
Actually, Mary J. and Drake did collaborate, and I should have wrote the song. I knew. I thought y'all was gonna say yes.
Let me look it up.
I should have wrote the song. Thank you, Melody. But it was when I called him Baby Drake. It was when Drake first came out. He didn't even have his beard.
The song, the one.
There you go. Thank you.
I know Byronic is screaming right now because she loved Drake.
She loved Drake.
She like Drake was her underwear.
Next, have they collaborated? Ashanti and Maya.
I don't think so.
All right, you say no, Ruby. What about you, Melanie?
I'll say yes, even though I know I'm wrong.
Point to Ruby. They have not collaborated. They were recently in a picture. I'm looking hella fine, and I'm like, go on, Libra sisters, because they're both Libras. Maya and Ashanti looking hella fine. But no, they have not collaborated, but I hope they do. I mean, they know each other. I hope they do. Love them both.
That would be dope.
Yeah, exactly, right? right?
Yeah.
Next, have they collaborated? Let's go a little pop. Christina Aguilera and Ricky Martin.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Point for
Nobody wants to be lonely.
Yes, there you go. Have they collaborated? Pink and Kelly Clarkson.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, both right. No, they have not. Next, have they collaborated? Chris Brown and Missy Elliott.
I would say yes.
I don't think so.
No, you're right, Melanie. Now y'all both tied.
They should. They should.
Have
Yeah,
they
that
collaborated?
would be fire too.
Yeah, it would. Ciara and Alicia Keys.
Ooh. I haven't heard a song with both of them on it, but that would be interesting right there too. No, I
That's
don't
such
think
a
so.
different
She said
vibe
no.
from each other. I would say no.
Yeah, both right. They have not, but that would be interesting. And last, have they collaborated? Mariah Carey and Brandy.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes, I
I say
think so.
no.
Ruby, you won the game, and yes,
Oh,
as of recently, Mariah
I don't know
Carey,
shit.
Brandy did a remix to Mariah Carey's "The Roof," the Butterfly album. They had an anniversary this past year, so on the expanded CD, Brandy jumped on the remix of "The Roof," which I love that song from Mariah. Love that song. So yes,
I like
Ruby, you won.
the reason why I said that because I was watching something on Instagram where Mariah was telling Brandy how to sing something. And
Yeah.
so I was like, okay, I've seen them do that. So maybe yes.
And it's from that same. Then they did a video. Yeah, it's that same. You got it. Yup. They
Okay.
collaborated, but it was as a recent. Like I'm surprised they didn't collaborate even way before, but as a recent. So yes, good job. There you go, Ruby winning. But now let's get back to Melody. You mentioned Breakthrough, and that was one of the songs that stood out to me. For me, it stood out. I'm a lyric person. I love music. I love to escape in music. I took Breakthrough in a different meaning for me. But what does Breakthrough mean to you as a song, Ruby? I'll let you know how I took it after. But what's behind Breakthrough? Your song Breakthrough.
Breaking through your insecurities, breaking through the things that hold you back, breaking through everything. You know, people, we go through anxiety, depression, trauma, different situations that tends to hold us back. You know, I'm firsthand, I know. So I'm telling myself as well as sharing with everyone else that can relate to it, just break through. You know, now's the time. When is it going to ever be the time for anyone to do it? Time doesn't wait for no one. So why not just go ahead and be yourself, be free, feel who you are, love who you are, you know, just that's basically what that song is for me. It's an upliftment song.
Mm-hmm. And that's how I took it too. I loved it in that sense, especially right now, as Melody knows too, I'm in a chapter transition of my life of just, new things coming and stuff, and just really, like I said, breaking through, like leave the fear behind, go for it. Tomorrow's never promised. So I love that song. So I'm glad you brought it up too, Melody, because that's definitely one that like stood out to me out of the songs you have. But you
another song that I like.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. Another song that I do like is Caught in the Moment. So I was listening to it, and I think I could find myself in the same scenario if I was like sprung or like in a lovely relationship, but I'm single as fuck. But I just want to know how do you how do you gain your inspiration from like writing these songs? Like, do you feel like you have to be going through something or feeling a certain way in your life for you to write a song like that, or can it just come to you at any time?
Well, it's from experience for one thing for me. Everything that I write, I've gone through or either seen somebody else go through it, and or just looking out in general, period, watching people. I'm really kind of an introvert, so I like to sit back and just watch, and listen. And I spent a lot of time like to myself as a kid because my mom had to go to work and different things. So I kept myself entertained, and I just started writing poetry at 12. And then like by 13, 14, I started turning it into songs. And I was kind of writing mature songs back then too, because I was kind of mimicking what I would hear on the radio at that time. And it was a lot of love songs. I've always been like a love song type of person, like even with poetry. So, but then as I got older, went through things and different situations, and eyes opened more to the ways of the world, then other songs came too, like inspirational songs about anxiety and depression and
Yeah.
trying to overcome that. That's what my other song is about. So yeah. And just in general, I just want to write about life. Anything that goes on in life, period, whether it's love, whether it's partying, whether it's you just finding yourself, whether it's just something inspirational that's really good. It's one singer right now that I really love, particularly because of that, Aaliyah Sheffield, that Earth is Ghetto. You know who I'm talking about? She
I
has a
gotta look
song,
her
Earth
up.
is Ghetto. Oh my God, she just put out an album, but she during the pandemic came out with a song. Said, Earth is ghetto, I wanna leave. Can you beam me up? I'm out on the street by the corner store. The one on 15. Got a bright shirt on. But anyway,
I mentioned I was gonna have you. I didn't want to put you on the spot and have you sing a little acapella something, but you did it all by yourself without even us asking you. So thank you.
man, it's like
Thank
that.
you.
I just
That
found her.
Love that voice.
her music is so inspirational. She got a song called "You Think I'm Boo Boo the Fool."
Oh wait, so
like
the Earth
like
is ghetto. You think I'm?
yeah,
Oh, I gotta check this out. You're putting me on.
Aaliyah
She got a song
Sheffield.
called "I Don't Like People." I feel her already.
That song right there is amazing. All of her music is amazing. She plays and writes all her music.
Now, a question for you though: do you feel like with writing your music and putting certain things out there, whether it's to uplift or because you're going through it, or you see someone else going through it, do you get nervous as as an artist singer, to put your work out there and then have the worry of like what people may think, like, oh, they're gonna think this song is about, so maybe I'm going through it, or maybe you are going through it, but now people are gonna know what you're going through, or maybe try to piece together what you're going through with this person, whatever. Do you get nervous? Like, is there like those jitters that you get, or you just go for it?
At first I did. I had struggled for a minute, and and the overthinking kind of messed up my creativity.
Mm.
Worrying about what if they don't like it? What if I'm not saying it right? People are listening to this kind of this way, but I don't. Now I'm at a point, especially this has been a really big growth year for me, 2023, going into
Mm.
2024, because I started rushing. I was like, I'm gonna put the single out, then I'm gonna go with another single and come out, and then things just didn't happen that way, and there's been delays with put it, and so it gave me time to sit back and think, like, okay, God is doing something. Take a step back and be quiet and listen. So as it's been going on for the last couple of months, things just start lining up automatically. So now I'm at a point where I'm not scared to do that. I do feel like you should put some stuff out for people, like some party cuts, some dance cuts, and
Mhm.
and then you do other songs that's for you too, you know. So that way but it's still me singing it, whether it be for other people or for myself. I feel like it's for everybody and anybody, especially coming from a genuine place within me, because it's relatable. That's the thing about music. Like, who the most beautiful songs and most memorable songs that have been put out, produced, and sung, or has been something that most people can feel, and it brings people to tears sometimes. You can hear a
Yep.
song and you're like, wow. Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, I'm not nervous anymore. No, I'm done. I'm done with that.
No, I even asked that, because I draw inspiration, from everyone. Like, I'm
Right.
not just one of those people that's like, oh, I only draw inspiration if you're I'm gonna use my favorite artist, but like a Britney
Mm.
Spears or Bad Bunny. No, you don't have to be set like those up here. Even like artists, regular, I don't want to say regular because we are regular people at the end of the day, even the Bad Bunnies and the Britneys, but like, you know, I truly draw inspiration from everyone out there, like people just like us, like you, they like artists, like trying to, you know, put themselves out there. And now going into my entrepreneurship, you know, there's those fears. I ask because then I like, you know, there's those fears like, are they gonna like it? Is he gonna think? You know what I mean? So I draw inspiration and I love the advice from artists like you doing your thing. You come from a family of artists. You have another cousin singer. You have a cousin, which we're gonna drop her name now, Ironique Barbie, is a friend of the show, who's a actress, comedian, artist as well. You guys come from a family like of, you know, artistry. How is that? Like, how does it feel to come from a talented family? And to add, you know, I know that we know Ironique and we know how hungry, how she keeps going and hustling for her stuff. What keeps you, besides coming from a family of artists, also what keeps you motivated to keep going, even when, like you said, God, it's all God's timing. When certain things like stop, little roadblocks, what motivates you to keep going as an artist?
As an artist, well, I know what generally keeps me going is my family and me having kids. I want them to see me just go ahead and do it and just get out there and whatever it is that I want to do, just do it. And I hope that it inspires them, you know, to be able to fulfill whatever dreams they have that they want to do. So when I look at them, yeah, that's the main thing for me is my kids, my family, you know, because they're talented as F.
Yeah, oh, you can swim. You can swim.
Okay, they're talented as fuck.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Now, do you push your kids to go for this stuff too? Like, do you like? Are you like I guess a momager or
No.
is that what we call them? A stage mom? Yeah.
No.
No?
No, not at all. I like for them to be themselves and to, you know, do whatever it is that they feel will make them happy and what they're really good at and that they want to embark on. We're going to my kids. I brought it up.
You brought it up. Yeah.
I brought it up. So like I have 5. And the oldest, he produces and he rhymes. He's a rapper. He's super duper smart, like Bill Nye Science Guy smart. And my second oldest daughter, is an amazing drawing artist. Like she does anime and she does black anime too. And she speaks Korean and Japanese. And she taught herself.
Oh my God. My brother loves anime.
What?
So that's cool.
I do too. Our whole family is anime. We love watching anime. Otakus forever. So, but
that is so awesome.
Yeah, my other kids, real quickly, my third daughter, she loves to do digital animation. My fourth daughter, she's just sassy as she want to be. I mean, my third daughter, but I have 5, but she's just as sassy as she want to be, but she's like real bubbly personality. I think she might end up being an actress because she's really good at home with the drama that she gives the family.
Is she a Pisces?
So, no, she's a Gemini.
Okay.
My third child, she's a Pisces, and my oldest child is a Pisces.
I knew you had to have a Pisces. I knew you had to have a Pisces in there.
And my oldest daughter is a Libra. My little one is an Aquarius, like my husband.
I'm an Aquarius.
Yes.
You have a little of both of us.
Y'all can be real cold at times and not care, but y'all really soft and loving and just
show enough.
Yep.
That is awesome. God bless you. Listen, we weren't gonna get into it, and I know you said you brought it up, but like again, before the show, we're not even gonna get into it that much. But let's just say before the show, I was gagged to find out Ruby was even a mom, and we will leave it at that. I did not think you had kids at all. At all.
Oh yeah.
At all. We'll leave it at that. You look like a kid yourself. We'll leave it at that.
Thank you. Tell my body otherwise on most days.
Oh, I know, right? That was me yesterday talking to my knees, like, damn.
Try thinking I'm gonna hop out of bed and I'm like, hold on, I need to warm up for a minute before I just get going.
Now let's talk. This year you dropped at the top of the year, "Relax Love,"
Yes.
and that was a collab, and that's again. It's and what I want people to understand, if anyone listening to this or watching this is quality music you're doing. And when I say quality music, it's not to take away from other artists who are trying to go for this and maybe don't find the right person to work with where their stuff could sound quality thing or whatever. Because it's all stepping stones for anyone. And I would never shit on anyone just trying to think. But it's quality music. Relax Love is like the production, the sound, everything. How did that come about? It's one of my favorites. Breakthrough stood out for me because it that inspiration, and I took it the way you wrote it. So thank talk.
I think Charlie.
You got stuck for a minute.
He got stuck. But yeah, you can talk about Relax Love, because one thing that I was gonna say about quality music, you're absolutely right, Charlie. There are artists that have wonderful voices, like great voices. However, they do a disservice to themselves when they use beats or don't use producers that are not that good or that like amateur, and you don't hear it. You don't hear the sound in the music. You don't hear the beat. You don't hear the melody. You don't hear anything. Like it's not as great as, like, it doesn't go together. So that's one thing that I did notice about your music, is that it's it's produced highly.
Wow, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm,
yeah,
for sure.
Of course.
Can you tell us about Relax Love and how that came about?
Yeah, sure. Me and my husband, which is also on the song "So Brother Be Love," we executive produced it. We had a friend come over and play it over again, like because I love Tribe. That's my favorite hip hop group of all time, and I love Tribe.
I love
So,
Q-Tip. Go ahead.
so I just had an idea because that album, Midnight Marauders, is my favorite album by Tribe. So it's just so jazzy and just so just flavorful.
Jay
So
Dilla.
yes. So I'm just like, okay. So when the song, we were listening to it in the car one day, and this was like a few years before I actually did it. And I was like, oh, and I just was sitting in the back and I just started singing. It just came. The hook, love me, love you, loving is so wonderful. I said, I want to do it. I want to do it. So for a while, I was like, let's do it. But it didn't come to fruition until some years later. So but it was the right chemistry with who we had help produce with it, help produce that song. It just blended together so effortlessly. So I was like, yeah, I just love the song. It just made me feel wonderful and magical, like I described in it, and it's just like love. We know what they were talking about, and yeah. Stretch out your legs, let me make your balls.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make it a little bit more like, more loving and more just like, beautiful, between two people.
Now,
I think the difference between like hip hop from back in the day, like with Midnight Marauders and like Tribe Called Quest or any of those like rap groups from back in the day, is that they had R&B and they used to have like singers come on, and it still was sensual in a way. It wasn't just like rah rah in your face.
Yeah, it wasn't raunchy.
Dog, because he was like one of the best lyricists, but he also like the melodies and like the things that he would say, it was amazing. So I love that. I love that you love Tribe Called Quest.
Oh yeah, always, forever.
Yeah, little music sisters here, because she loves all that stuff. And the funny thing about Melanie is that some people would think she's just like a pop girl or something, but like her music will chase spans like very deep into many different things.
Right.
But now, what could we expect? Like you dropped that at the beginning of the year, right? Could we expect? Because we live in a world now as well, and I think for us, and when I say us, because we come from, we're millennials, we come from a background where like it was we're used to LPs. LP is a lot, 12 songs, 13,
Right, right.
etc. Back in the day, it wasn't as often people were releasing EPs back then. They were released, but it was usually LP, long form.
Right.
Now we see just a lot of artists and big artists just release Cardi B is a perfect example, just singles, not albums, not even EPs. So I think a lot of people nowadays, especially up and coming people, they feel like they don't need albums or EP. How do you feel? Do you see yourself? Is it to a point where you don't need to drop an album or an EP, or is it the single formula that you're going for? How do you feel about that? Do you ever want to drop a whole album?
Oh, definitely. I would love to drop a full album. I think by next year, 2024, I'll do that. Right now, I'm just testing the waters out a little bit, and taking my time, so to speak, and trying to get everything sonically right, verbally right, just everything just for me that I need for myself to be satisfied. When I finish the song, am I satisfied with the whole production, with the vocals, with everything that's done in it? So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I planned to drop an EP this year. That didn't happen. So I had to like take a step back. But yeah, eventually I would love to do a full body of work, a full album with, like I said, they don't do it no more. Interludes,
Interlude.
outros, skits, and all that stuff in between it.
Oh, I
And like,
missed
I
that.
love a skit.
yes.
You know what album I love that had the best skits, interludes, and outerludes? The Crazy Sexy Cool album from TLC.
Oh, I didn't
That
think you were
was
going to say
good. That was
TLC,
a
but
good one
good.
right
Yeah,
there.
that was a good. Oh,
Mhm.
yes. I thought you were going to say like something else, like a hip hop group or something, but that was a good one. Crazy, sexy, cool. I love that's what got me into TLC. Yeah. Woo. But so what could we expect? Like we have 2024, Ruby Shine On album. What like lyrically, sound wise, like what's something that we could expect and look forward to?
I'm kind of mixing stuff up a little bit of Afrobeat
Oh, I love
music,
Afro.
and
Ooh.
my roots are from Belize and from Louisiana, but I want to do like some reggae, some type of reggae dancehall songs too. Also, something a little bit more like would be international. Just a variety of things. That's why I was like, not really. I'm a '90s girl, but at the same time, I want to bring a little flavor to what I'm gonna do next. Like, yeah, party songs, a little sexy songs. I'm getting ready to do choreography. I'm working this little gut I got that I hide all the time.
Come
I'm
on,
working
Boom
it out.
Cat.
Come on. So I want to be able to do that. I have a good friend of mine. She's a choreographer, and my husband's a choreographer, also hip hop.
Oh,
So
nice.
we're working together with that. Just some different things, just stepping out my box a little bit more, because I've to this point right now, I've been my own photographer, videographer. So I've
You
always
can be
been
like that.
right. So I was kind of shy, introverted for a long time, very self-conscious of the way I looked. And, kids can be cruel. So it kind of like stayed with me for a long time. So now I'm like, okay, let me step out. Let me get professional photography done. Let me do something different. I don't know. I want to go into different avenues. I eventually want to have my own makeup line too. You
I
That'd
know,
be
love
awesome.
it. I love it. Listen,
I
I
would
love
love
it.
to.
I'm the same way. She knows, like, my mind is so creative, and there's so much
Right.
things I would like to do. It's just like holding in, and then having sometimes that external help sometimes, because like we can't all do it by ourselves. You know what I
Oh,
mean? We can't
there's
all
no
do it
such
by
thing.
yeah.
There's no such
So
thing. No.
even earlier, like with some certain things, I'm like, Melanie, what do you think about this? And she like gave me an edit or whatever. Like, so I love that. Now you said your husband, we have Relax Love with your husband, and he's a choreographer as well. How is it working with the husband? You know what I mean? It could be hard just in general being rich, but how is it working hand in hand with, your significant other?
It's great actually, but then sometimes it's like, um, I'm a little bit more stubborn. He's more open. I'm
Oh,
more.
okay.
So he's like, "Why don't you try this and try?" I'm like, "No, I have this stuck in my mind that I want to do it this way." Like, and he was like, "Well, just try it." That's the Aquarius. Just do something a little different. Just
Oh,
try
he's an
it. What?
Aquarius?
Yes. What could
Okay.
hurt?
Cool, cool,
So,
cool.
and then I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So he's a producer as well. He produced "Floating Away" too
Yes,
on
floating
the
ways.
album.
Yeah, I like
we're
floating
So
we're
ways.
encouraging people, but at the end of the day, it's your time to shine. So you're gonna choose what you're gonna do, no
right,
matter what.
right, exactly.
And
But
speak.
it's really cool working with him. Sometimes like we're always together, but then I gotta have my me time. He gotta have his me time too.
Mhm.
So we don't start killing each other. so,
Yeah.
so yeah, it takes work with a relationship. It's a lot of compromise. It's a lot. I was like, when I was single, I was like, oh, I want a husband. I'm tired of dating and I'm tired of these men and I'm sick of this and that. And then when I
Yeah.
got him, and then like we've been together for a long time. And then sometimes I'd be like, but I'm like, and then he'd be looking like, you get on my nerves, I get on your nerves too. Shit, you get on my nerves too. But we love each other unconditionally overall. So,
And I love to hear
we'll see.
that too. I love to
Love
hear that
wins.
too. Yes, and I listen. My acupuncturist even said this today to me. He was like, it's that commitment. When you commit and two people are committing, even with those bumps in the roads, like so, it's true. It's true. I
Right.
definitely agree. Now, this should have been a question at the top of the show, but RubyShineOn, what's behind the name? I love the word on play because I took it as a word on. I see it as a word on play. But what does it mean to you, the
Um,
artist and the person who is RubyShineOn?
well, first of all, my husband gave me that because we had like names like he was Tony Brigette's, and then we had a friend that was Stash Mills. You get it, like Stash
Yeah.
Millions, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's like you Ruby Shine, but I added the on to it with the exclamation mark at the end. For one, Ruby is my birthstone. So can you
Nice.
guess the month that I
Cancer.
was exactly?
July.
Yes,
Cancer.
July 14th. Yes,
Nice.
Yeah.
moody ass Cancer.
I'm a
Emotional
Pisces.
as Cancer.
I'm a
Very, very
Pisces.
emotional.
We
Very
water,
emotional.
so I get it. We
I
relate.
Yeah,
will say I am an
exactly.
Aquarius, but my moon and rising is Cancer, so I'm like supposed to not be emotional, but I am
Very
emotional.
emotional.
I could be
Yeah.
bipolar.
So, so yeah, Ruby Shine On, like Ruby Shine On. Just
Yep.
shine on.
Mhm.
Don't hold back. Shine on. Get it out.
Yep, and that's the way I took it. But I wanted, I mean, I could take it one way, but I wanted
Right.
the people to hear it from the artist, from
Mhm.
the Ruby herself. But yeah, I love the name, and I love. Yeah, but I didn't know it was actually your birthstone. So here we go. We're learning something. That's what's
Yes.
up. That's what's up. I love it. Now,
Thank you.
what else I love is playing games here on the Inner Circle podcast, and this one is. It's a good one because it's right up your alley. This is a fun one. It's called Lyrically Correct.
Okay.
90s and 2000s hip hop R&B edition. So here we go. It's pretty easy. I'm going to read some cards and
We
yeah,
gotta
we'll
finish
finish
the
the
lyric.
show. Well, whatever the question is. So for both, I guess for both of you, what did Erica Badu say to the brothers after greeting the sisters?
Ladies, how
I
y'all doing?
fellas, y'all all right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, you got it. Y'all all right.
I had to think about call Tyrone. Was that call Tyrone? Was
Yes.
that call Yeah. Okay.
All time round.
Let's
Okay.
see. What did BBD say to never trust? A big gut and a smile. B, a man. C, a woman. Or D, a big butt and a smile.
Big butt and a smile.
That's
Bell
Yes,
biv
deep.
DeVoe.
that was easy.
Exactly.
That was easy. That was easy. And that's one of my favorite songs, Poison. That's what I always say that song.
What the hell is BBD?
This was easy. It has to do with Jagged Edge. We ain't gonna do that.
Shuffle it.
If Nas and Lauryn Hill ruled the world, what would they do?
They'll free all the sons.
Yeah, they free all their sons. Yeah, good job. All right, yes, and that at the same time. What was 3 6 Mafia sipping on?
Oh, some scissors.
Yes, and at the same time. What, I got twins today? Jeez.
We in sync. We see
okay, we here.
All right. What does Nelly's friend have in the basement? What does Nelly's friend have in the basement?
Nelly.
Hot in here, Nelly.
Oh, that's all. Well, I know Air Force Ones and hot in here, but
She said, I know Air Force.
Give us a hint.
Okay, this is gonna be a quick. So whoever gets it quick, what Britney Spears? No, what a stripper dances
a pole.
on. There we go. There we go. There we go. A pole. All right, good job. But here we go.
Britney
Next.
Spears dances on that.
Well, no, because she did it. She putting videos with a pole.
With the knife. Look at her. She had the knife one.
It could have been knife. You're right. You're right. It could have been a knife. So that was a wrong. That was a wrong example. Kanye West said, "If you're no punk, what should you holler?"
Oh.
Kanye West says, "If you're no punk, what should you holler?"
I know my friend Tony is saying in her head she's online too. I don't know.
What do most people? Let me give you a. Go ahead. Okay, this is a hint. What do most people with money get when they get married?
Prenup.
There we go. A prenup. Yes, we want prenup. We want prenup.
Oh, okay.
A gold digger. Oops.
What did Trey Songz say you're going to think? What did Trey Songz say you're going to think?
Trey Songz? Isn't he canceled? But what did he say? You're gonna think. Gosh. So that one song about something about sex. Girl, you're gonna think.
I'm gonna give it to him. I invented sex. He invented sex. Yes. Yes. All right. Next.
That Waka song.
And Snoop, that's not that bad. It's not a bad song. And Shoop, what was Pepper's weakness? Salt and pepper. So in Shoop, and Shoop, what was Pepper's weakness?
Men. What's our
good job, yeah, man. Good
That's
job.
the only part I know.
All right, Ruby, you won the first one, but Melody's winning this one. I guess.
Got me on this one.
According to Jay-Z, if you're trying to wall out, how many cuts do you have in your eyebrows? According to Jay-Z, if you're trying to wall out, how many cuts do you have in your eyebrows?
What song is that from?
I suck at this game.
2?
3. I don't know. I don't even know what song.
He can't wall out. He's married.
3 more. Ja Rule gets what car validated and always on time? His Mercedes, A. B. His Lexus Coupe, C. His Bentley, D. His Range Rover. Ja Rule gets what car validated and always on time? Always there when you call.
Is that a Bentley?
Yes, you're right. Yeah, Melody. Oh, wow, Melody. All right.
I don't know.
What does Johnny Gill want you to put on after your red dress and high heels?
Sweet perfume.
Oh, there we go. You got it. Sweet perfume. There we go. And last one. After you change positions for Aaliyah, oh, I love this song. What does she want you to do? After you change positions for Aaliyah, what does she want you to do?
Stroke it for me.
Stroke it for her. Yeah. Good job. Yeah, I did good. I like this one. Not too bad. Not too bad. I did good. Yeah, I did good. Now listen, Ruby, where could, if people want to find you, listen to you? Well, first of all, everyone should follow Ruby on Instagram. You can see it. If you're watching live right now, you can see it on our ticker. I am RubyShineOn. Where to follow her, but where could people go and support you, follow you, all that good stuff? Download your music. This is a time where I like to say to our guests, it's time to sell yourself like a prostitute in church. Here we go. Go ahead. Hopefully, I'm not offending no church people. I'm a church person myself.
Well, I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, everywhere. Everywhere you could think to go look and download music, I'm there. For next year, I'm gonna actually set up my website so people can come and purchase music. Because I need them
Nice.
dollars in my hands. Because the
Right.
streaming services don't pay like they.
We'll be talking about
supposed
that
to.
next time you come on. We'll get deeper into the music industry next time. But go ahead, continue this, girl.
Yeah, but that's basically where you can find me. IG. I do have a YouTube page, but I'm never on it. I mean, not YouTube, my Facebook page. Sorry about that. I'm just not on Facebook. Most of my family and friends on it, but I do have one there. I'm usually mostly on IG. But yeah, you can download and stream my music. Like I said, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, Tidal, anywhere you can think of.
Listen, y'all. If y'all into like, for me, the Joe Scotts, the Angie Stones,
Neo Soul.
the Neo Soul. You mentioned Lyrica, Melody.
Oh, I was gonna say that you remind me, and you look very similar. You resemble Lyrica Anderson.
Wow. Yes,
I
I know
love-
who that is.
Yeah,
And she's an
a great
amazing
songwriter,
singer
too.
and writer too.
And
yes.
so are you, honey. So
Thank
please,
you.
and my point
Thank
with
you.
this, as I was rolling on, if y'all listen to it, she is amazing. It's amazing music, amazing lyric, amazing production, and literally no BS. No BS here. Like, well, listen to the music. I was even selling that to Melanie. Like, I was getting chills. Like, yo, like this is amazing shit. So please go and support our girl RubyShineOn. She's definitely an
Yes, thank
inspiration to
you.
me. And hopefully you come back again. And my dream, I'm calling it right here, right now. My goal is to have both you and Barbie on an episode of the Inner Circle podcast together.
It's
Now,
gonna
that
get
would
No,
be
wild.
let me-
key.
let
It's gonna get wild.
Wait, let me double up on that. And you and Byronique need to come to New York, and y'all have to have a show. You
Yes.
singing and Byronique with
Doing
her.
some her hosting the show as Ruby goes on. So, listen, we could be managers too and producers.
Let's
Listen,
do it.
producers.
Let's do it. Let's do it. It's gonna
No, but-
get wild because Byronique, she has no filter. she has no
Yeah,
filter.
she does it. She does
Sure
it.
don't.
And we
And
love
see-
her for that.
And so with Byronique, if she hand me that drink, it's both of us.
It's about to be on and popping. But
It's on and cracking.
thank you so much, Ruby. We appreciate you. And once again, I implore you guys, please go check out RubyShineOn. Follow her. Check out her music on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to your music. It is great, good stuff. And we'll definitely be posting it on our Inner Circle Instagram page, where you can find her. We want to thank you guys and everyone who tuned in today. You can follow us on the Inner Circle podcast. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. A subscribe goes a long way, and it's free. We're on Facebook, and you can also stream us wherever you stream your favorite music and podcasts. We're on Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, so it goes a long way. We appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. And next week, funny enough, it's our Halloween bash, and we have none other than special guest Byronique Barbie. So we have them back to back.
I gotta tune into that.
We
have surprise costumes.
We're doing surprise costumes.
Wow.
We do not know what each of us are going to be. I don't know what Byronique's gonna be. She doesn't know what Melanie doesn't know what I'm gonna be. I don't know what she's doing. So it's gonna be a fun show. We've been doing this for the last few years. It's going to be our Halloween extravaganza special episode next Wednesday, so tune in for that. Ruby, once again, thank you so much. Make sure to support Ruby wherever she's available. And again, this is not your first. We'll see you again. Thank you so much, everyone.
For having me. And thank you, everyone that came and supported. I see Tone, Deborah.
Yes, shout them out.
Yes,
Shout
Tone
them out,
Houston.
yeah.
Tone
Yes.
Houston is such a dope artist from Chicago. She's
Nice.
just incredible.
Chi-Town in the
Chi-Town.
Hit us up on the Inner Circle podcast. We would love to have you on.
Please have her
Chi-Town.
on.
All right. We love you guys. See you guys next week. Adios.